The views from the guests of the Smitty Woo Show are strictly opinions and are for entertainment use only. Except Smitty Woo's, which are all facts. Let's roll.
You are now tuned in to the Smitty Woo Show, where friends tackle sports, current events, and entertainment. Now welcome your host, Smitty Woo.
You heard the man that I paid handsomely to do my intro for. We're going to get together with some friends, have some opinions. My verbiage will be facts, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're on episode 17. We're getting hot and heavy in the playoffs. So I thought it only right to do an NFL show for how many teams are left? The 6 teams are left? 8 teams is left. So we're going to talk a little bit about things that have been happening already. We had the Coaches Black Monday happening. A lot of coaches lost their jobs, lost their livelihood, except for Cliff Kingsbury, who's getting paid by 3 teams now. So, that's when you got bread, it is what it is, So he don't have to go anywhere anytime soon. But we're going to get into all of that. So sit back, stay tuned, and we're going to have a little fun. My first guest, he's a newcomer to the platform. My man from the H. I call him the governor of Houston. What's up, Franco? How you doing?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Happy to be here. H-Town, stand up.
Now, I know you haven't been to my show before, been on it before, but have you watched the show?
I have watched the show before.
So while we're on air, I cannot be held responsible for anything I may say, correct?
I'm familiar with the disclaimer, brother.
Okay, got you. Cool beans. Anything you want to shout out before we get the thing going? How's the family? Everything good?
Everybody good, man. Just rolling right along. I'm good.
All right, well, appreciate you joining the show. Hopefully you won't be a stranger.
Absolutely not. We good.
All right, man. Next, I'm going to invite up my commander brother in arms, kind of. What's up, Chill?
What's going on, Woo?
Man, how you doing, man? How's everything going with you? Anything new that's popped off since your last episode on the show?
Just a horrible season as far as the NFL is concerned, as far as the Commanders is concerned. But other than that, everything's pretty much normal. Life is lifing. Wife is going down, so I'm gonna be eating here pretty soon. So I'll make sure I don't put that on camera. I don't want to make y'all jealous.
Oh yeah, definitely don't do that, and definitely tell her we're going to have a wife show coming up soon. So tell her be patient. They can talk about cooking or shopping or whatever they want to talk about.
She would love that. She would love it.
Yeah, and I know I just sounded sexist, so don't counsel me. They can talk.
It was
very. It was a little sexist.
Women more than cook, and you should have said cook, cleaning, but
But can they though? No, just joking. I'm joking. Funny day. So appreciate Shell. We know you're not a stranger, so we're gonna now invite up the councilman of Baton Rouge. The councilman of Baton Rouge. I say councilman because apparently NBA Youngboy and Boosie are the governors and mayors of the city. So
very distinguished gentleman.
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir? What's been going on?
Doing fine. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is O.
Oh, O to the art I. Yeah, I was going to help you out, but it wasn't going to work. Yeah, it wasn't going to work.
It's good to be here.
What's the weather like in Baton Rouge, man? What's popping off?
A little chilly. Cold front came in. It wanted to rain a little bit, and more cold weather coming tomorrow, so they say.
Okay, cool beans. Well, good to have all you on. We're going to get started. NFL very heavy today, so if you don't like the NFL and you want to stick around for the laughs, for the facts on my part, for the opinions on my guest part, you're more than welcome to do so. So we're gonna have fun. So to get it started, like I said, Black Monday has occurred. For some people, it was like Black Sunday because I think Raheem got fired like immediately right when the clock hit 0. They was like, hey, look, don't worry about coming in the locker room. Get your stuff and be gone. So with that being said, there are a number of vacancies there. We have the Arizona Cardinals, we have the Falcons, the Ravens, the Browns, the Raiders, Pittsburgh, and Tennessee. So we have all of those teams who don't have a vacancy. But the Giants also technically still has a vacancy, even though it's about to be John Harbaugh. So I left them off the list just because they're just finalizing things. So if you want to include them in your answer of the best destination for a coach, by all means do so because it's not finalized. They're just not on my list. So to get started, Franco, of those openings that we have, who do you think, which destination you think is the most promising for a coach that wants to be successful?
Man, I don't know, man. I think Baltimore was kind of on my radar this year. I mean, Jackson had a couple injuries and whatnot, but I don't know. That defense, you got big boy in the back. So Baltimore was one I had my eye on.
Pause. Which team are you talking about?
Baltimore.
Okay. Yeah. So they got the promising team, Lamar Jackson, who his mom's his agent, so we'll see how that works out when his next contract comes up. So that means he's savvy, he's smart, keeps the money in house. But wants to say that his not liking of how things are going contributed to Harbaugh's exit. So
correct.
Does he have too much power? But the Ravens is a good choice. What about you, Shell? Which one is the most desiring one for you?
Well, I mean, you mentioned it, man, but I would say the Giants, man.
Okay.
I would say the Giants, and I mean it's all but a done deal with Harbaugh. They got $100 million on him. He's gonna be their new head coach, and the way that they put together, I mean, they ought to get a pretty decent draft pick this year, based off where they finish. The thing about the Giants is, man, they got a lot of good stuff there. I mean, they got one of the better pass rushing defensive fronts in the league, especially with Brian Burns out there. They're not bad. They quarterback, they had to figure that out because they thought Russ was the situation, which he wasn't. But I think what they got there, man, they can add some pieces. They can be a good football team, man. I really do, man. And they just need somebody to get in there and coach them up and do the right things. But I think that they're positioned to be a pretty good football team, man. But I was kind of leaning on the Ravens too. But I'll stick with the Giants as being that spot. So
okay, yeah, not a bad selection. They have a quarterback who we'll see if he can stay healthy. He's kind of like, hey, there's a wall, let me run into it.
Yeah, he's kind of like our quarterback in the Commanders. He's great when he in there, but is he gonna be in there all season? Doubt it.
And they have Malik Neighbors, who I don't know, man. He's Malik's, and not to offend my Baton Rouge, Louisiana vet, just brother.
Careful.
He kind of seems like he's getting a little fed up-ish is the word, maybe fed up-ish. Or
I don't think that's the case with him, man. I mean, he went out early in the season, but again, this is year number 2 for the guy. Yeah. I don't think Malik Neighbors is going to be a problem there. If he can get back, put it this way, it's better that he got hurt the way he got hurt, in week 3 or 4, as opposed to somebody like Patrick Mahomes who got hurt in week 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think the Giants will be all right, man. They got some good draft picks. I think they should be okay, man. I don't think Neighbors will be an issue.
He's very young, man, but he's definitely already one of the most talented receivers in the game. So as long as he can stay happy, keep his head up, I think it will be a good little situation for him if, like I said, if Harbaugh signs, which he probably will. Hopefully they'll find ways to get him the ball. What about you, O?
I think Franco took it. I think Baltimore on paper is where you want to be at. They just seem to have all the pieces. But just to make this a little fun, I'm gonna go with Cleveland. I'm gonna say
that is fun.
Yeah, that's fun right there.
I'm gonna say that, look, it's a mess over there in the front office, but you got the talent on defense. If you can just do enough on offense and get one decent receiver in there for Shador,
yeah,
you could.
So he the future.
He could be.
So
he probably won't be.
Shell, I don't know if you watched one of my shows that came up, when we talk about Shador. He is definitely he definitely sees the potential in Shador. Let's put it like this. Not just Shador, but the whole family. He loves the family. He's in the will, I think. I think he's definitely in the will.
I have never gone to bat for Shiloh, so that's not true. But
he's not Shiloh.
I thought you said he was getting a tattoo of Shallow's face, but
I said Shiloh can be the best streamer from all the athletic families.
Yeah.
That's what
I think that was Pilar you was talking about.
Pilar. That's potential.
Yeah, that's potential. It's
fine wine. That's what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shador actually, if he has some semblance of an O-line and some time to work with him, and actually, look, he was doing work with the rookie tight end with Fant. So, I just think that
and then they got Judkins in the backfield who hopefully he can stay healthy, man.
If Judkins.
Did he have some knee out? He have a serious injury at the end of the year? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was It was ACL, MCL. It was. I mean, he's young.
It off.
What I look
the
at
time frame is what it is.
It's like it's one thing for you to get injured, but if you ain't coming back until week 10 of the next year, it's just kind of like, don't even talk about you,
Correct. Yeah. You gotta make some moves or figure out. You gotta make some moves no matter what, and you gotta draft well. But
they got Sampson in the backfield though that I thought they would incorporate a little bit more than they did.
Yeah.
But it's like when Judkins was healthy, it's just like it was hard to get him off the field.
Absolutely.
Sampson was a good, he was a rookie that I thought would kind of come in and do more than he did, to be honest.
Absolutely. I think Sampson will be better.
Yeah, I think Judkins, I knew he was going to get injured because he had that blonde braid. Whenever you have like a blonde braid, things don't
go well for you.
No, it's
written all over your face.
Yeah, man, it's
you ain't got to say a word.
Nah, pretty much.
Listen, that's funny because the other tight end in Njoku, he had the blonde braids. He was sitting on the sideline.
Yeah, didn't he though? God, he's so right, man.
Blonde braids equals injuries. That's what it is.
It's just like karma, just like you idiot.
Yeah, like just one braid. You want to see one braid?
That guy, it's toxic. It gets into the system, the blood system. It's bad.
Yeah,
right, man. I didn't even think about that, man, because Njoku was the same way. He was in and out the lineup all the time. That's why Fannin got the clout he got because when Njoku was out, he was like, "Man, I got this. I don't have no blonde braid.
I don't have no blonde braid. I'm ready.
I'm good."
Yeah, blonde braids. That maybe they'll add that to the rookies workshop that they do. Hey, if you have a blonde braid,
you have to stop.
You may want to
injury potential.
Just got to stop, guys.
Just go take it to
sign this disclaimer, please. Sign it for me.
Yeah. So So just let me ask you a question, O. I got your answer of the Browns and your reasonings. The cap situation doesn't scare you because they just still have Watson make a lot of money. They got Garrett, who just got paid. They got Ward, who wants to get paid. So does that salary thing?
They need to pay him too.
You got to pay Ward. You got
to pay him.
Yeah, you got to pay Ward. And I think Watson, I think they marked that as a loss a while back.
That's a big loss, my
Yeah,
God.
it's just you just
Yeah.
lost. So I think they go move and shake with that.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
And he's still probably being weird in massage parlors too.
Probably.
Hey,
y'all, I'm healthy again. Trying
yeah,
to get
man.
back in these parlors.
Because let's be honest, there's nothing to do in Cleveland but listen to MGK and get a massage.
That's
This is
it.
true.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
What more do you want from me, Tyrese? Huh?
Pretty much. So I'm going to say the Raiders, and the reason why I'm going to say the Raiders is this.
Okay. Talk to us.
I think that the coach, even though he's impatient, obviously.
What coach?
Yeah. What coach?
He ain't got no coach.
The owner.
Oh, the owner. Okay.
You talking about his hairline impatient? Okay.
Yeah. So he's impatient, right?
For like 10 years.
Since 1985.
Yeah.
Right.
Impatient. But go ahead.
Just like his pappy.
Absolutely. You don't win? What? You only won 11 games? Yeah, out of here.
Right.
But I know you could tell he really wants to win. For him to make a trade for Geno, a mediocre quarterback, just so he didn't run out Connell, let you know that he wants to win, right? So you have a running back. Do we know how good he's going to be? Well, we know that the line really didn't block for and it's just his first year. Usually around for running backs, of course you have the exceptions, but year 2, year 3, you start really seeing what they're going to do, right? Then you have the number 1 pick. So with that number 1 pick, you have the ability to, if you want to pick Mendoza, if you think he's the one, you have the ability to start with a franchise quarterback, if he's that. You have a running back still on a rookie contract. And then you can kind of build around that because their defense, even though
they just paid Crosby a bunch of money.
They paid Crosby a bunch of money. Hopefully they don't trade him because I know there's been some turmoil there. But I think that the defense is not as good as they played. They just didn't really have anything to play for. You know what I'm saying? I don't think their defense, personnel-wise, what they put on the field over the last few weeks.
What they put on the field was bad. I don't know what you're getting at. Other than Max Crosby, every time they flash scores on Sunday of LV Las Vegas, somebody was putting their whole foot in they behind all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. They defense
No. I'm saying the defense played terrible, but I'm saying the personnel they have, I don't think if they have a coordinator that puts it together, I don't think it's as bad as what they put on the field. Like personnel.
I'll give you this, Woo. They spent so much time on the field. So
they were on the field live.
Have a half decent offense, then your defense might shake back a little bit. They wore out every game.
Yeah. They are the team. They on the field all the time.
So
and then you have basically you have young people on most of the skill positions, but the wide receiver. You got Bowers, he's a stud.
Yeah.
So if you can get a quarterback to throw to him, if Genty, proves to be what we think he's going to be, and you got a tight end that is like a wide receiver, you add another wide receiver piece, you get the defense to stop giving up 40 points every game. I think you have a chance to do something.
Dude, I was excited about Deontay Thornton, man. I thought that they could really. I mean, he's fast, dude. He's big, like 6'5", 210. He's a big guy. I don't know if he was just.
I didn't realize he was that tall.
He's 6'5",
6'4", 6'5". You can Google it. He's. Wow. I want to say he's 6'5", and he like 210. He's a big dude. He was right up there with. They was putting him in the same category as like Tedero McMillan because they some big dudes, man.
Yeah.
And Jaden Higgins the same way got down in Houston. Them guys, they some big body wide receivers, and he's fast though. The thing about him, I think he ran one of the fastest 40 times for a wide receiver. And I just thought that we would see this dude unleashed this year, but I don't know if it was underutilization. I don't know if it was the quarterback situation. I don't know. But they got, he's on a rookie contract. He ain't going nowhere. But maybe if they can kind of unleash this dude, and with him and Brock, they got rid of what's his name. So they got room to add another wide receiver. They got Tyler Lockett, I think, but they got rid of what's his name? He with Jacksonville now.
Yeah, you talk about
Jacoby Myers. Yeah. So I think they got some room to do some stuff, man. So
yeah, and maybe they can
make it work.
Maybe they can talk the prison into getting Henry Ruggs out and have him play for the Raiders community service.
Oh, man. He in prison? I thought he was. He in prison?
Yeah. No, I think he made it. I think he got out.
He's out?
Oh my gosh!
I thought he got out. I don't know.
As long as he can talk to
I think he got out, man.
Let me fact check that.
He ain't signed with nobody.
Yeah. I don't know if he's out. I think he's still in there. I think he wants to be out.
I thought he got out on good behavior, man.
I think I would say playing for the Raiders would be charity. So that could be his community service.
Sorry, 2026.
He locked up still?
Yes. Yeah. August 2026 is his parole date.
So if he can get out for behavior, 2026. We're in 2026 now. So maybe they can get him out. Get him to stop guarding his commissary.
Yeah, hopefully he's still fast. He be running.
Come on, man. He was in prison. He's probably faster.
He probably be juking every day.
He got to be juking.
He's running for his life in there.
Yeah,
man.
He's probably now he's a 4-1.
Hey, Woo, you forgot to mention the most important part, man. Tom Brady's aura is going to.
Tom Brady's a 5% owner
of Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Well, they say he was going to be involved in all the decisions that occur from this point forward.
Well, if they smart, they would let him. Yeah. I think he knows a little bit about football.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A smidgen.
All right, perfect. All right, so that's what the coaches is, but we spoke about Harbaugh for a little bit, and two of the longest tenure coaches got released this offseason. Well, Tomlin walked away technically, but they're separated from each other. So of these coaches, which one do you think is the better coaching prospect? We know that with Tomlin, I heard the Steelers are essentially going to make him step away for a year or two because he's still under contract. So they're like, hey, if you want Tomlin, you're going to have to trade for him. Or he's going to have to sit out, a year or two until his contract's over. Then Harbaugh's, like I said, about to sign with the Giants. If you were one of the teams that you mentioned as your best destination for a coach, which one would you rather have? Let's start with you, O.
Between Tomlin and Harbaugh?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I respect what he did in his division for that many years. I just respect his consistency, and I respect him as a leader of men and the decisions that he made on the field. Harbaugh drives me crazy with that Ravens offense. I like some of those decisions, like, oh yeah, we got Derrick Henry, sit down on the bench, don't run him, like. Let's leave our most lethal weapon out of the game. But I know, he's a great football mind. He's got a lot of accolades, and his resume is serious. But yeah, out of the two, I think Tomlin still has more in the tank.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. They feel he mismanaged the game plan in a lot of capacities. What about you, Shell?
I'm gonna be real with you. My blackness won't allow me to say anything but Mike Tomlin. I'm serious. They're both good tenured coaches. They both are Super Bowl winning coaches.
True.
But Mike Tomlin, the thing about and you can some of the same stuff you just said, about Jim Harbaugh, I've seen some games where Mike Tomlin has done some dumb stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely real with you.
True.
If that dude didn't miss that kick, we would be having a total different conversation about these two coaches.
Yeah.
And that's not about coaching. That's about a kicker missing a kick.
Right.
They both did dumb stuff.
Yeah.
They both did dumb stuff. To me, it was dumb for Mike Tomlin to think that Aaron Rodgers is the answer. Are you kidding me? He's not the answer. It was dumb, like you said, for Jim Harbaugh to not understand, like, it's 30 degrees outside. Derrick Henry is 250 pounds. Just hand him the ball. Don't nobody want to hit him in the third quarter. Don't nobody want to run up and tackle this dude. And as you saw that, what game was that? Like the second week of before the end of the season, this dude went out for like 200 something. Then Green Bay was like, I know he has the ball, but I'm gonna act like he doesn't. I'm gonna act like I didn't see them hand the ball.
Yeah, I don't want them problems.
I don't want those issues, especially if you haven't slowed them down a little bit.
Right.
And you just saw it's just like, come on, like there's no way that game should have been that close. But if you notice, that happened a lot throughout the year. There was plenty of games where it's just like he was like, I'm gonna put the ball in the best player's hands, Lamar Jackson. I'm like, look here, I don't know if you've seen it or not. Lamar Jackson is great. It's great to have a quarterback with that skill set. He's mobile, he can move. Your best offensive weapon is Derrick Henry, dude. Stop it. Yes. And because he didn't choose to do that is why they ended up in a situation where they should have never been in a situation where they had to beat Pittsburgh to make the playoffs.
Absolutely not.
As bad as both of them play, because neither one of the teams really excelled, and it's just so happens that they in a dumpster fire of a division with Cleveland and Cincinnati. Right. Neither one of them. Somebody had to win a division, but it's like neither one of y'all did anything, dude. And this weekend, I think we gonna see. We gonna see Pittsburgh this weekend when they got to do something, because it's not gonna go well, I don't think.
So Pittsburgh's already out.
Oh no, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. But it's just like them guys is just, when it comes to the coaches, they're comparable in what they've done. But I just say Mike Tomlin, I would trust him more, just because of what he's done over a long period of time, and so yeah, that would be my thought. Mike Tomlin over Harbaugh.
Yeah, makes sense. Plus, if Mike Tomlin's aunt had male parts, he'd be his uncle.
True.
That's that part.
Yeah.
Franco, what you think? It's not. It's unknown.
I'm gonna give you a couple of reasons why I'm not gonna go with Harbaugh as well. One, the scandal in Michigan. Don't know what the level of involvement he had in that.
Oh, he's taking it back, boy. What happened in Michigan? I don't even know.
I'm just saying it was scandals about cheating, things of that nature.
No, Shell.
But he conveniently left right all that, before everything kind of came out after the fact. But
so that's the wrong Harbaugh, though.
Oh, is it? I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm thinking of him then.
He related to him, Frank.
Yeah. They same bloodline. It's a bloodline.
Can you trust
them? Don't fall far from the tree. That's what they do.
Right. Yeah, you're right. But okay, well, my bad on that. But the other thought process with that is, Tomlin, the tenure at one team, that goes without saying. Think about in a league where every year people are getting turned over minutes after the last game. I mean, Tomlin's been there. He's been with Big Ben, so many, Hines Ward. I mean, so many different players from a consistent standpoint. That speaks for something in a business that
never had a losing season.
Never had a losing season. Never been caught up in any scandals. True. I mean, that speaks volumes. And the thing is, even with the situation with Pittsburgh, I mean, they didn't come out and say he got fired. They said it was kind of a, mutual split. So I don't know all the details on it, but I would lean more towards Tomlin just on GP because the players love him. I've never heard any players say anything negative about him. All the conversations with the media, he's always stand up about, hey, I own that I did this wrong or did that wrong or I did this right. Harbaugh, I don't know, man. I mean, I agree with Shell. You know, you got some huge offensive weapons there that could be used a lot of different ways, and I just don't see it. I see Lamar running downfield like he the last man standing, and you got support. And it's like, if I was a coach, dude, this is one of my best players. And every play he got to have the ball, it's more than one person on the team. So I'm going to go Tomlin. I think with Tomlin now, you know, if he goes on somewhere, obviously he has this contractual, you know, standards he has to uphold. But the dude's track record is impeccable, man.
I didn't know that. He can't coach for nobody for 2 years?
Well,
because he's still on the contract?
They probably buy him out. Whoever team.
Yeah, so basically, he's still in the contract, I believe, for 2 years. So from what some of the reporters have said is the Steelers aren't going to just let him go and coach another team. If you want him while he's on the contract, then you need to trade for him. It's from what I've heard. Now, that's not
stupid. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, but that lets you know right there that there's some other stuff going on in the back office.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just like, why don't you just let the guy out of his contract? It's just like, you let him out of his contract, and maybe you can work something out where you don't have to pay him if another team picks up his contract. So, and you, it's like, why would that be a problem if he don't want to coach no more? It's like it's not like he's a player. It's like he's a coach, dude. If he don't want to coach no more, let him go sit up in the freaking Fox booth for you know, why is that a problem?
He can do that. He just can't. Right now, he can't coach. So if he wants to take he
can't do that. His speech is not that great.
I tell y'all right now.
Facts.
The standard.
He used too many double negatives. He can't. I love him though. But
there's nothing wrong with a double negative. You've been brainwashed.
It is.
What
did that Negro say? Now Tom Brady can get away with anything, but if Mike Tomlin get up there using double negatives, they can be like, "Look here, commercial break. Say another double negative and see what happens."
Yeah,
see what happens.
Let's see what happens, Black man.
I think his TV thing would be an issue just because he's the coach that for some reason his eyes are always red, and I don't know why. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he's
stressed, brother. Stress.
No. His
not stress is Tennessee. Stop it, y'all. Stop it. Y'all act like just because somebody a professional coach that they don't have a Gatorade bottle. They got 17 Gatorade bottles with Gatorade in it. They have one with Hennessy and Coke in it for my
that's why he talks the way he does in post.
That's why he does it. Yeah, we're gonna just get out there and do it. Yep. Yeah, he on that. He on that. Yeah, that's why his eyes.
On that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Tomlin too, just because
your blackness.
No, not because of that. The reason why is because
I bet you didn't vote for Barack Obama.
You're right, I didn't. So I think it's because when you look at Harbaugh, they were ready for him to leave, right? And they were ready for him to leave because apparently there are a lot of players who really doesn't have a good rapport with him, right? Yeah. But as far as Tomlin, everybody loves Tomlin. He's a player's coach. So when you have a player's coach, people want to play for him. And play for him like literally, and play for him like play hard for him as well. So when you have that coaching ability, now we don't know if he does a dang thing. You know, he may be just like Dan Quinn and just a CEO coach, and that's fine. But he does enough to galvanize his team with some of the worst quarterbacks I've seen on a team. With all that being said, he still managed not to have a losing season. Now, does that make a difference if you go 9-8 or 8-8? I mean, you're still mediocre. But when you've been playing with people like Charlie Batch and all the players,
Mason Rudolph,
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
You had a lot of guys, Fields, all these guys, man. Look,
he had a lot of Jags in there, and the thing was, it's like his track record speaks so much for itself because it's like throughout that time frame, he was cycling through quarterbacks, he was cycling through running backs. He was cycling through coordinators too, offensive, defensive, because Mike Tomlin is not a coach he don't call plays. Some head coaches, they call them the defensive plays. Some head coaches, they call them the offensive plays. He don't call plays. So he's got guys there doing that, and he's cycling. These guys are leaving and getting jobs and going elsewhere. But throughout that whole process, he's been able to keep it consistent. Obviously, he's been able to draft well to keep good talent there. So for that reason, man, I would nothing against Harbaugh because I think Harbaugh's a really good coach, and I hate that he's going to the Giants because we got to deal with him twice a year now. But
I'm gonna say that. You know what? I was just thinking about. You know who Harbaugh is to me? He's like Mike Brown with LeBron. He's not a bad coach.
Yeah,
he's not exceptional either.
He drove me crazy. Mike Brown did, saying, "Let's just put LeBron at the nailhead." Yeah. And it's like, yes, that is one way you could use one of the best players in the league, but that's not the best. That's not the smartest way to use them, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's just like some of the same things he does with Lamar. Like you
burn him out, burn him out.
Yeah, you burning him out. Like give it to Lamar, let him create, let him go off schedule, let him. It's like, bro, that's not the best way to use him. He's incredible, and he's pulled off some things, but like. Yeah, he's
better utilized if you don't make him the focal point. That's when he's dangerous. Because if you don't lean on him with the talent and the ability that he have, when you can just break him out on a 10 and a second and 10 or a third and 15 or something like that, oh my gosh, he's a problem. Yeah. But when everybody's like, oh, Lamar doing it, it's just like he's not that much of a threat. And I don't care if people say, oh, he's so fast. He ain't that damn fast. He's not that fast when they know where he going and what he doing.
Everybody on the field is chasing you. Yeah.
It's like and it showed this year, boy. I seen Lamar take some wallops, dude.
Yeah.
I seen him take some hits this year and they're like, Lamar's not running as much this year. Have you seen the last?
You don't say.
There you go. Man. That's what I'm talking about.
He missed one game. I remember when they was playing, it was Green. Matter of fact, it was that game Derrick Henry went off. Green Bay almost killed that boy. Yeah. I'm like, dude, he just had to leave the game like, man, my back hurt. It's like, no, your back hurt, your pride hurt. And you're like, man, these dudes are trying to hurt me, man. If that's what I'm going to need to do, I'm not doing that. Right. And he didn't. He was out. He was good. What was he out for? A back contusion.
Mm-hmm.
That's called a hit concussion.
He was out of there, man. That's what I'm talking about.
He was like, I don't want this no more. It's cold out here. It's 30 degrees. It's 2 degrees, whatever. I don't want this.
Right. So, and you can't sit here and tell me that a coach ain't noticing that and be like, hey, I need some help for this boy.
Yeah. So we're in the consensus. Tomlin to us will be our pick.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see how everything transpires. We'll see if he's on NFL. If Tom is on NFL countdown saying, "Shh, you get the whole thing in trouble," or what we're gonna do. So on to teams. We've had expectations at the beginning of the year, of course. There's some teams that we didn't maybe think much of, but surprised us in a positive way. What's that surprising team for you this year that you thought, maybe they didn't do great, but they did a lot better than I thought, right? What about you, Franco?
Well, I live and die H-Town blood. And so even though I'm a grab with Houston, they had a good season overall last year. I think they could have did a little bit better. But I think that they surprised a couple people with the defense this year. And I think based on how this weekend goes, are they going to surprise some more folks? I think, they've come a long ways since D'Amico been there. And from the time that D'Amico's been here, versus other coaches. I care to leave them nameless, but I'm gonna go with Houston.
Okay, perfect. They're definitely doing well, and their defense is something else, something dangerous. Aaron Rodgers almost died 5 times.
Absolutely, loved every minute of it.
Almost died 5 times. What about you, Shell? Who's your most surprising team?
Oh man, so honestly, to me, the most surprising team for me this year, I would have to say is Seattle. I didn't see that out of Seattle.
Yeah.
I didn't. These guys. Nowadays, it don't matter if you the number one, seed and get a bye or whatever. You can lose the next week, but I don't see that happening with these dudes. I think Seattle is legit, man. I think they built right. I think Mike McDonald, who was really a candidate that I really wish would have come to Washington. I think he's a really, really good sound coach. He's a defensive minded coach. And as you can see, the best part of their team is their defense. Their defense is outstanding. So you might say, well, Houston's defense is better. Apples, oranges, bro. Seattle's defense is outstanding. And they have a really, really good offense. They ain't got a whole bunch of players on there that's gonna light you up and move the needle, but I mean, what he have almost 1,800 yards receiving yards.
Yeah.
You don't get that with a bum quarterback. So I think we might have to just come to the realization that maybe Sam Darnold is actually a pretty good quarterback, and he had some down years early on in his career, but he's had 2 good years where he put it together and had 12 plus win seasons, bro. And I didn't see that. I really thought that we was gonna see him come down to earth. He ain't came down yet, so that would be my surprise, man. I'm surprised how good they've come out to be, man. Seattle.
What about you, O?
Man, I gotta go with my home team. With the
Let's go Saints. Let's go Saints.
And I gotta say, like,
Who that?
Man, I mean, finished 6-11, but the crazy stat that jumped out to me was Tyler Shuck finished 5-4. He won most of his starts. Like, he's got a winning percentage as starting quarterback, and I was so down.
He might have been better off if they'd have just let him start out from the gate.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I was so down on him, not because of his resume, because he played a long time, got a lot of college experience, but because of his injuries. And I just said, man, this dude, he gonna come here and get hurt. But so far, he's played smart and used his legs a little bit. He's showed some mobility.
He got some wheels on him that I didn't think he had, man.
Yeah.
I've been impressed, man. So I mean, that was to see that at the end of the season, when I expected us to have an abysmal, I'd expected nothing. So that was the most surprising for me, for sure.
Yeah, because I know we had a show and had you and Michael on the show, and y'all both hated the pick, and y'all and a lot of people did. A lot of people, even was debating why is he going over. I think y'all spoke about, and the feeling may be the same of why you chose him and didn't choose Shedeur.
Right.
You may still feel that way because we still don't know what Shedeur is going to do yet. He hasn't been given an opportunity, but he's definitely shown to be very promising. That Saints team, talent-wise, was abysmal. Is abysmal. So for that rookie quarterback to do it with a old and injured Kamara, you got to give him some props. Either him or Kellen Moore. And Kellen Moore just won a Super Bowl, so maybe Kellen Moore is put him in the right position.
Yes.
But I definitely think the Saints have a lot to look forward to in the future. They're definitely looking up.
I think Kellen being there, if they decide that Shuck is our guy and Kellen can lock in on what he does and what he does well, Kellen Moore's a good offensive coordinator, man.
Yeah.
Really is, dude. I mean, he don't get enough credit for that. They talk about a lot of offensive coordinators and your whoever, as far as I'm like, dude, Kellen Moore is a freaking good offensive coordinator, man. He has been for a long time with the Cowboys for a while, with the Eagles.
Yep.
It's just like the dude is good, man. It's like now he's a head coach, but he's still calling the plays.
Yeah.
He's still calling the plays, and he know what he's doing, man. He know how to get guys open and take advantage of folks. So, man, they some draft picks away from being a pretty formidable team too, man. I hear you on that. With the Saints.
Yeah, my pick is going to be bittersweet. And I don't want to say bittersweet. A lot of my Commander brethrens knew last year before the draft I was going back and forth between Jaden Daniels and Drake May. Right, I didn't know who I wanted, and when we drafted Jaden Daniels, I was happy because I knew we had potential. Fast forward to year 2, Drake May seems to be the real deal. He seems to be big, poised, accurate, and unfortunately, Jaden Daniels has been injured this year. So, am I ready to say we made the wrong decision? No, because it's year 2. But just seeing how Drake May has taken the team with the number 2 draft pick last year and got them, one game away from home field advantage throughout the playoffs, possibly going to win the MVP. It does make me a little bit, makes me feel a little sad, but it makes
not
me
sad.
I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm lying. I'm not happy for him. But I'm just saying, the Patriots shouldn't be where they are after having the number 2 pick. Just like us last year, we had the number 2 pick. We made it to the Super Bowl. But I think that there's just more in place in Washington, kind of, than the Saints. I mean, the Patriots. The Patriots have a phenomenal defense, but they also have a Patriots. So you have a Stephon Diggs coming off an ACL, being your number 1 receiver. Then you have Hunter Henry, which I promise you, he's been playing since I was in high school. He just seems to be super old. I've been hearing Hunter Henry for the longest time. So you have these guys making plays. You have Fumblerooski, Stevenson, and Antonio Gibbs. But then you have Travion Henderson, who towards the end of the year when they start giving him the rock, is showing to be something. So it definitely is a team, and that team, I thought they would be better, but I didn't think they would be as good as they are. So
you left out an important part that most people overlook. Vrabel is a very, very good coach.
Yeah,
he don't get enough credit for it. And honestly, if anybody deserves Coach of the Year, it's Mike Vrabel, bro. And if anybody else gets it, I'm like, how do they get that? It's like Mike, what New England last year compared to this year, dude, he's got to be Coach of the Year. Who else other than Mike McDaniel?
Well, I mean, one can say the Broncos coach. I mean, number 1 seed.
Yeah, that's true too. But I don't know. I don't think they took such a leap forward. They were pretty good last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were pretty good last year, and they're solid, and they just kind of kept that. And it's not like, let's be real. Denver has been winning a lot of games, but they ain't been blowing the doors off people. The Patriots been beating people down when they beat them. It's like, it's not even they lost that game to Buffalo, which they was up like 21-0, and they lost that game. But for the most part, it's nothing for you to flip on the scores and be like, oh, Patriots are up 24-4 or 24-3. Oh, Patriots up 31-10. Nothing. It's like them dudes, and they be taking guys out in the fourth quarter. They done beat teams down. So I think Vrabel is a Coach of the Year, but again, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, and I agree. I think he should win it just because of the turnaround. Makes perfect sense. But you kind of have to think about it. I don't think they look at it as turnarounds, because if it was about turnarounds, you would say Dan Quinn should have won it last year. You know what I'm saying? That was a big turnaround.
He was in the running.
He was in the running, but they
just didn't. Yeah, he was in the running. Who won it last year? Was it O'Connell from Minnesota?
Yeah, O'Connell did. Yeah. So
Minnesota went crazy.
So and he was a coach of the year because they had the best record, and that's why the Broncos are getting the nod. So he should win. Yes, I think he's deserving of it, 100%.
Yeah, but I could see it going to Peyton too, Sean Payton.
Yeah. So we go from the glass ceiling to the bottom floor, the most disappointing team, and we're going to start with O. But before you go, O, I don't know who you're going to select, but I know a team that's probably in the running for you. Let's see.
I kind of agree with Mike that the top dogs are going to remain the top dogs. Ravens, Bills, Bengals. Like, I'm kind of interested to see what the Texans do this year, if CJ has a bounce back year. But I think the one that interests me the most is seeing what Justin Fields does with the Jets. You know, you got some new structure there, new coach. Aaron Rodgers is out of the building with that cloud he had in there. They still got Sauce. They still got Garrett Wilson. I think what's the running back? Breece Hall. They got some weapons, and Justin Fields finally might have a fair shot. I think he's talented. I don't know what he'll do, but that's a possible surprise, I think, the Jets.
So it was good when you said it, and I was running with you.
Listen, but even as I listen to that handsome guy right now, there were a lot of injuries, trade, like things happen. And you know, we'll get to your answer, but just to put things in perspective, this has been the first NFL team in history not to have a single interception, which to me,
that's like a unicorn right there.
Right. It's as bad as it can be.
But let's get to your answer. What
y'all even playing football? Or y'all playing rugby? You know you can catch the ball if it hits you in the face, right?
If it hits you, you can catch it.
God,
yeah, you can even run with it if you catch it.
Oh my
God. So what's going to be your answer though?
So I'm gonna tell you something that's interesting. I'm glad you reminded me of my take. But I have to say the Lions. In my mind, the Detroit Lions had the most disappointing, just because the expectations were so high for them. And I don't know that, you know, they improved that much over last year. And that was a criticism, you know, going into this season, that, you know, where did they get better? But they still had all those weapons. You know, they still had, you know, what seemed to be a very potent offense, but, you know, then you start to see it just kind of rapidly decline this season. They're taking the same risk. 4th and 5, we're going for it. 4th and 7, we're going for it. And everybody's catching on like, yeah, nah, we know you're going for it and we got you. Right? So to me, just due to the expectations, I would say that the Detroit Lions had a very disappointing season.
Definitely. To not make the playoffs. And I know you lost both of your coordinators, but you know, they didn't take away the talent. You know what I'm saying? So was the power in we know the power was in Aaron Glenn, because apparently he can't coach defense. But But Ben Johnson, you see what Ben Johnson is doing with Chicago. So did that really play a part? Maybe. I mean, they still had injuries, but they didn't have as many injuries as last year. And they were able to hold it together last year. This year didn't make the playoffs. So it makes sense. So I appreciate your answer. Shell, before you give your answer, you did say something with some peer pressure involved. I just kind of want to remind you of, and it may be what your team is, what your answer is going to be, but let's just check it out. Unpopular statement, and you stand on it. Let's start with you, Shell. What's your "yeah, I said it" statement?
Who are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Washington gonna win the NFC Championship this year.
Washington's going to win the NFC champion. You say NFC Championship next year?
The NFC Championship. They gonna.
He's saying Washington's going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Yeah, I said it.
You got a problem with that, T?
I mean, obviously, if they win the NFC Championship, they going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Is what I'm saying. But
that would have been more of a bold statement. Why don't you stand on that? Are they going to win the Super Bowl? You got the gear.
Say no.
Say no. You over there looking like LeBron Landry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
They're gonna win the Super Bowl.
They're gonna win the Super Bowl. Yeah, Shell said it. That's what I'm talking about. Stand on it. So you were bullied a little bit to kind of push the envelope, and whoever that bully was, no matter how handsome he is, it was unfortunately he did that to you. But does that factor in to who your most disappointing team is?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is just a prime example of video does not lie, and you cannot take it back. You cannot take it back. So I see why Trump trying to just start wars everywhere, because he's just like, man, I got a whole lot of stuff on tape. I don't want y'all to know about. I can't take it back. So for me, no. If they were healthy and they did everything that I thought they were able to do under a healthy standpoint, I would stand on that. But I understand that situation, and injuries happen. I'm not, everybody have injuries. I'm not taking away from that. But honestly, to me, the most disappointing team, it's not my Commanders. They are what they are. To me, the most disappointing team is the Kansas City Chiefs. And the reason being is because not only did they look like garbage most of the year, it's how they lost games. Even when they won games, they didn't win them great. And when they lost them stupid. And on top of that, for you to have such dominance over that division for so long and all these Super Bowl wins and stuff, they was almost eliminated 6 weeks out. It's not like oh, they lost the last week and they were out. No, they were and mathematically they weren't out like 6 weeks out, but they was in a situation where it's just like, well, the Kansas City Chiefs got to win all the rest of their game. It's like, come on, bro, really? Y'all got to do that to get to the playoffs? No. Then they lose Patrick Mahomes in week 15 in a game that means nothing. You plan for pride, you lose him, and just like now it's a carryover. He talking about, well, I want to be ready for week 1. Well, you're not gonna be ready for week 1. No. So that means that he'll probably come back mid-season at best next year. And what's his name? Whatever his name, I don't know how to pronounce it. If he's your quarterback for the first 6 weeks, you ain't making the playoffs next year. So to me, a team that's been where they've been for the longest time, you got a Travis Kelce that I think I don't even know if he want to play football no more. I really don't.
You got a backfield that it's just like, come on, is Kareem Hunt your running back? I don't think so. You put him in on goal line and you praise him when he falls 2 yards into the end zone. He's 230 pounds. What are you talking about? It's like you got Rashee Rice, who's a good wide receiver. You got Worthy, who not Patrick Mahomes, but Kelsey almost killed him by accident early in the season.
Well, I don't know if Rashee Rice coming back because he.
Yeah.
So Well, he served his suspension this year. That's why he was out the first 6 weeks, right? He done something else.
No, he didn't do anything else. I don't think. Now his ex-girl came out with a video talking about, how he beats her every day. But
he been beating her since high school. She don't hear nothing about that. He been beating her.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, it's like
not new abuse. It's old abuse.
It's old abuse. It's just coming up with new bruises.
Right.
So that to me, that's disappointing because it's just like this franchise just went from here to here, and it's hard to get back there.
Oh yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes ain't no spring chicken. He's not, he ain't old and decrepit.
Yeah.
He ain't no spring chicken. He done blew out his knee. He's never had a significant injury like that. He's gonna miss a good portion of this season. And when he comes back, what are the Chiefs gonna look like, man? What are the Chiefs gonna look like? And they ain't got nothing to hold their head down about what they got 3 Super Bowls in the last 10 years or so. They good, but that team has. I think Denver is the king of that AFC West right now, man, and they will be for a while. I think so. To me, that's the most disappointing thing. The way they just fell like a rock.
What about you, Frank?
I hear what you're saying, man, but I got to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Really,
man?
Yeah.
I was disappointed, man. Mayfield had he rallied around the team. I'm a fan of Todd Bowles. I like his style, but the way the games ended, this past season with Mayfield getting hurt. I mean, they got Bridgewater trying to mend it. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the high school.
He only missed one game.
I know, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like you get all the way to this point and you can't get over the hump, man. I was just disappointed with how the season ended for them.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion,
Yeah.
I like Mayfield. Mayfield got a lot of heart, but it was like you get all the way to this point.
Heart don't mean nothing for our touchdowns. You don't get touchdowns for heart. And he's hardy. He be talking noise and up.
He be talking noise, man.
Complete a pass.
Yeah.
Complete a pass.
Mike Evans. He up and down injuries. Bucky. I don't know.
Disappointed. Disappointed with Bucky. He hurt my heart, man.
Yeah, man.
This dude single-handed lost me some fantasy. He he really did. For one, he was out for so long.
Right.
And it was always he might play, and then you find out the day before he not. It's just like, come on, man. And then when he get in there, he don't do nothing.
Yes.
So yeah. Bucky had a rough season, man.
Yeah. That's true. So I'm going to say this, and you're probably not going to like my answer because it's kind of, it's not what you would think of. I'm going to say the Eagles. Now, the Eagles won the division.
Don't nobody care about them punks.
Yeah, the Eagles won the division. But when you look at that team, with the talent they have on offense and defense, you would 100%, even though they won the division, you can definitely say they underachieved. Because for some reason, when you think about the Eagles, it's like they have a money tree because it seems like they're paying everybody and they're re-signing everybody and they're getting better players and they're making trades and they're doing all these things. And they have Saquon Barkley that almost broke the rushing record. They had the best offense in the league, the best offensive line in the league. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a Kellen Moore effect or not. Maybe Kellen Moore took his talents to the Saints and everybody else what. But their offense, their defense is still good, causing turnovers.
Right.
But their offense,
Hugely.
that offense looks like the Little League offense, you know, in which you when you're trying to teach a kid offense for the first time, you're like, okay, look, run 5 yards and turn around.
Mm-hmm.
You run 5 yards and run out. The offense was like
it was awful. It really was. It was bad.
Terrible.
And maybe, just maybe, it had to do with Jalen Hurts. I mean, we know that he's a winner. There's no doubt in that. But he is not a typical passing running back. And I saw a statistic in which with Kellen Moore, when he was the coordinator, Jalen Hurts had 96 designed runs. This year, he had 47. So half of the design runs was eliminated. So you're taking away one of the strengths of Jalen Hurts. So maybe it had to do with the coordinator. But regardless, even with that team winning the division, our division was trash. So they should have won the division. But the fact of the matter is that how bad they looked and how they were one and done in the playoffs, to me, that was disappointing.
So I'll put it to you this way, a little sidebar question. Who do y'all think is gone? The offensive coordinator or A.J. Brown?
The offensive coordinator is already gone. He's already been fired.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
what about A.J. Brown right behind him?
No, seriously. Because I think they look at the money that they can get and maybe the draft picks that they can get for AJ, and they get rid of AJ. I mean, don't get me wrong, AJ Brown's a good receiver, but there's other receivers, and what they can get in the haul of draft picks, especially if he disgruntled, and he making noise and he making dumb posts and stuff like that.
He's not.
It's like, dude,
disruption.
He's a disruption. And he's not worth. It's one thing if you a disruption and you putting up 1,500
balling out.
Right.
You can be like when Antonio Brown was acting a fool. Antonio Brown was the best wide receiver in the league.
Yep.
He can come with a fur coat on the sideline. He the best thing out there. When you doing what you did in that playoff game, I was so disappointed. Mainly because I had a lineup going that he was picked in it. But that's neither here nor there. Catch the ball.
Yeah.
Don't complain about them not throwing you the ball, and then when they throw it, you don't catch it.
Drop the ball. Right.
Yes.
Don't do that. And he's done that all year long. It's like, dude, catch the ball when they throw it to you, and he drops the ball a lot of times. All wide receivers drop the ball, but all wide receivers don't complain like him.
But I think this is your fault, Shell. And the reason why I think this is your fault is because A.J. Brown told you 8 weeks ago, if I'm on your fantasy team, cut me. And you didn't listen. So,
I didn't.
So
I didn't listen.
You're blaming him. That's called displaced anger. You're displaced because you didn't listen to yourself. When he told you,
I don't like him. I don't like Sirianni either.
Yeah. I mean, they both are I don't know. They're crazy. But
hurt my heart. But yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That's a big time letdown with the Eagles too, just like all the other teams we mentioned.
So we got a few more topics that we're going to run through real quick. Most surprising player, and this is going to be positive or negative. Which player surprised you in a positive or negative way? Franco.
Surprising. Thinking about that.
You want me to come back to you?
Yeah, you can come back to me. It's fine.
All right. What about you, Shell?
Positive
or negative, either way.
I'm gonna go with positive, and I don't even know if I should truly say it's a positive because I expected it, but SJN, Smith and Jigba, man, I drafted him on a number of teams. I talked about him. I'm like, this dude, he's gonna be it this year, and he was.
Smith and Jigma, man. I think he got a bright future ahead. To me, he reminds me of Antonio Brown. He really does. He really shifty. He's not the biggest guy. They move him all over the field. He catch it when it come to him, and he make plays, man. So that I would be surprised in a positive way. It would be Smith and Jigma for me.
Yeah, I got a love in my heart for JSN. He helped me win a fantasy championship in one of our audience members' league. Matthias, shout out to Matthias. Your champion speaking to you right now. And JSN helped me win that championship. So, Matthias, hopefully you'll write me a letter of apology for continuing to badmouth me, continuing to tell me that I'm the weakest link in this league. I have 3 championships now in this league. I'm one of the guys that have 3 championships.
You one of the GOATs in that league, then, huh?
Say it again for the people in the back.
You one of the GOATs. If you got that many in that league,
yeah. But eventually, he's a show me something later. He's definitely going to show me something later. Pause. That didn't come out right. But shout out to Darkness. What about you?
I got to go back to Tyler Shuck for me. Again, I gotta get a young man his props. To have a late start and then be talking about possibly, he could be rookie of the year. That was impressive. That was surprising for sure for me. So Tyler Shuck, that's my pick.
Frank, you got somebody?
Yeah, it made me think, man. I'm not a fan of his fingernails and all that, but I gotta go Caleb Williams, man.
Caleb? Okay.
Some of these dudes throws, impressive. We'll see what he do this weekend, but
definitely not a bad selection. I personally think that I don't know. I have my own opinion of Caleb, but that's for another show.
Yeah, I know.
He's a sassy Russell Wilson. Very sassy.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah. He's been winning. So I'm gonna let him. This is not the show for me to disparage his name. So there you go, Caleb. I'm going to run with somebody who I kind of spoke about earlier, Saquon Barkley. I just think when you
in
go
a negative way.
In a negative way.
Yeah.
When you go from almost breaking the record to, and now you probably feel crazy. You know what I'm saying? They won the Super Bowl, so not that crazy, but he had a chance to break the record. He was like, no, I'm not going to do it. He'll never get that chance again, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's, I think he's had, and don't give me the line, but I think he had maybe 4 100-yard rushing games this year. And it had to do with, the line played a part. For whatever reason, they digressed. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I definitely expected more from him, and I'm sure a lot of fantasy owners did too.
Mm-hmm.
That's my surprising pick there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So now quickly, we're going to run through this week's playoff games. It's the divisional round, and the first game, which has a special interest to Darkness as well, the Buffalo Bills versus the Denver Broncos. Frank, who's going to win that game?
I want Buffalo to win. I do. But we'll see. But I'm going to go Buffalo. We're going to see.
What about you, Shell?
I don't think they beat the Broncos in Mile High, man. I'm going Broncos on that one.
Broncos. So you're going against Superman, huh? Okay. Oh, what about you?
Superman yet. if they get to the Super Bowl, then you know I'll accept his cake. But you know he's we'll see.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think I would like to see Josh
Right.
win, but I think Denver is going to be too much for him.
Denver, again, like Houston, we talk about Houston, Seattle. Denver's defense is really freaking good, and it's not like the thing. And I'll digress here, but it's not like Buffalo has a lot of weapons. They don't have a lot of stuff that they do well, other than Josh Allen making impromptu plays, and maybe James Cook will get off, but he ain't getting off against Denver. And who they throwing the ball to? Coleman, Palmer. Whatchamacallit went out last. What's his name? Gabe Davis. His knee almost fell off on the field. What you gonna do? Them guys know them guys shut passing offenses down.
Yeah, they just don't make too many mistakes.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I just don't see it, man.
I just get so tired of Josh just walking off, man. He's got that arm, big boy. You know, I understand exactly what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good game, but I lean on to the Broncos on that one.
So I'm going to ride, and as much as it pays me and make darkness smile, I'm gonna go with the Bills, and for this reason, I believe in Josh Allen, number one, and number two, their strength. You're right. You're not passing on them. Their strength is the Broncos' strength is pass rushing, but they have the leading rusher in the NFL. They rush the ball like crazy. So James Cook.
Who, the Bills?
The Bills, yeah. James Cook led the league in rushing this year.
Yeah, he led the league in rushing. He sure did.
So
yeah, I know. But
yeah, so basically,
did he play Denver every week though?
No.
But
the thing about it is the Bills know what their strength is. They're going to run the ball either with Cook or Josh Allen. No, but Patrick Surtain is a great cornerback, but he's not tackling Josh Allen.
He'll just separate his shoulder while doing it.
He's going to separate everything. He's going to separate his shoulder, his neck, his back, his toes, his testicles. He's going to separate everything. And, so when you think about that, you have – I just think that it's a perfect storm. No Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson, no Joe Burrow. Josh Allen is the last man standing of that crop of quarterbacks
of that ilk.
That's not what it's about, because he's not playing them guys, and he's never had to play all of them guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not about who. It's about the freaking Denver Broncos. They're the number one seed for a reason. But think he just walk in the Mile High and walk all over these boys? I don't think so.
But this is what I'm saying, and it's funny. Rex Ryan says this, and it's funny when you hear it.
I don't like that Rex Ryan said.
That's what I'm about to say, because Rex Ryan said it's funny.
Go ahead.
What he said is Josh Allen has never lost a playoff game. And his point in saying that is Josh Allen isn't playing bad in any game. He's just being outdueled. You know, Patrick Mahomes is outdueling him. Lamar Jackson outdueling him. He's putting up points.
In other words, he's going to show up. He's never
right.
Not.
He's going to show up every single time.
Yeah.
Now, are you confident that Brock is going to outduel Josh Allen? I'm not confident in it. But I just think that he has a chance right now to show and win his championship. This is the easiest path he's going to have. I'm not saying it's easy going through Denver playing in that air, but
look, it ain't about the air.
But
it's not about the air.
But he is
telling you, it's going to be a problem for that boy when he get out there. I'm telling you, it's like I Josh Allen, he gonna have to put on that cape, and if he put on that cape, when he put on that cape, he's something different. You know what I'm saying? He grow like 2 inches. He pick up like 20 pounds when he do that. But it's like, dude, you gonna have to do that for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Usually, I like to go with the best quarterback in the playoffs. And in the AFC side, Josh Allen's the best quarterback left.
Yeah, I will say that.
Cool.
I'm not even going to argue that at all.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Seattle and the Seahawks. Let's start with you, Shell.
Seahawks.
All right. Short and sweet. Oh, what about you?
Yeah, Seahawks. It didn't help that Kittle just went down. So obviously, I mean, you're gonna have some adjustments made by a brilliant coach on the 49ers side.
Shanahan ain't no joke. He not.
No joke. But still.
But here's what I look at. They played him a couple of weeks ago, and it was dismal.
And it was right. That's what. Yes, exactly.
And now because if I'm not mistaken, that game was that in Seattle? Was that in San Bernardino? Was that in San Francisco?
I'm not.
I think
it was Seattle. I think
in Seattle, it is gonna be lights out, dude. I'm telling you, bro. They don't have enough. And I know CMC's that dude. Brock Purdy's playing ball. But them guys, they hurt up on defense.
Yeah.
And I just, again, these games can go either way. Y'all know how it goes. But in my opinion, I think Seattle might just be too much for them at this point.
And to your point, because all these games, the spreads are tight on them. Seattle's got the biggest spread in their favor. Of all the games.
I understand why.
So,
What about you, Frank?
No, I agree, man. I mean, San Francisco just has too many injuries. Fred, Bosa. I mean, Purdy can't do it by himself. I mean, McCaffrey can't do it by himself. I mean, he can definitely do some damage, but you got more. You got to have more than that, man. And I think with Seattle, man, Sam's doing his thing. You got a lot of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Seattle just gonna take
think
advantage. They're gonna take advantage. They're gonna take advantage of the injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, good game, but I don't see him. I don't see him winning that game. If it was in San Francisco, I might feel different. But in Seattle, dude, that 12th man, it's gonna be so ruckus and loud there, man.
Yeah. Then the weather. Yeah.
Yeah. I say Seattle on that one, man.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I'm going to go with Seattle for the fact that, be honest with you, I don't believe in Brock or Sam Darnold. I think they are both very inconsistent. So I'm going with Seattle because they have the better defense.
Mm-hmm.
Short and sweet. Better run game. Well, I don't want to say better run game because that's kind of suspect too, but they have a better defense. So that's who I'm going with.
Yeah, for real.
All right. So we got the potential MVP versus one of the best defense, if not the best defense in the league. Let's start with you, O. Who's going to win, Houston and Patriots?
This is what I'm wrestling with maybe the most because the Texans defense looks so strong. I don't know. I think this is gonna be. I don't want to say a make or break game for Drake May, but I think he's gonna be tested, and I think if he's really gonna have to show something to pull off a win. So I think. To that end, also on the other side, the quarterback play could lose it for the Texans. CJ has been shaky, man.
He's been awful, man. He's disappointing.
You see glimpses of the old CJ, and
this year was phenomenal.
Right.
Last year was really, really a letdown, and this year has been let down. That defense has carried them through, bro. It really has.
So I'm with Frank. I would like to say the Texans because of the defense, and I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna jump out on the limb. I'm gonna say the Texans. If CJ don't mess this thing up, we're gonna say CJ is gonna be serviceable, and the Texans will pull off a win.
Got you, Shell. Seattle.
No. If y'all think Houston is gonna go up to Foxborough and beat these Patriots, y'all just wishing. I'm telling y'all. It's not happening. It's not happening. For one, very likely Nico Collins ain't playing. Y'all know that, right?
Well, he's not playing. They already ruled him out.
Oh yeah,
I
didn't even know that until early. Thank you for enlightening me on that.
Yeah, I didn't know that for sure. I didn't know they ruled
He's
him
not playing.
Yeah,
he's not playing.
Whew. Yeah,
how are they going to score points? So all you're relying on is the fact that the Texans are going to prevent the Pats from scoring points. I don't know. And even if it's a 17-10 game, I put my money on the Pats scoring more points than them. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, Frank.
I don't care what you say, Shell.
Say it with your chest.
I don't care what you say. H times to the day I die.
I'm
gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. The energy around these boys right now in the city is unmatched. So with that being said, that defense is killing. I do think, CJ gonna have to show up. He's gonna have to do his job.
He can't do what he did this past weekend.
He can't.
That's not gonna work. He looked really bad. He did.
Look, I had a conversation with him. I said, look, man, leave the scallywags at Chapman, okay?
Leave the scallywags at Chapman.
I need you to focus, bro.
No boppers this week. No boppers this week.
No boppers this week. Leave the scally. They'll be there when you get done.
How many fumbles did he have last week?
Because he focused on the scallies, man.
Yeah.
He focused. We all know how. Look, Ocho said it best.
Yes.
Okay. I need him to focus so we can go and win this game.
Yeah.
D'Amico's energy, where it needs to be. I think the energy from last week's game and the energy in the city behind him, I think it might be enough to pull it off.
Dude, look, if they do it, they do it.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, it's gonna be tough sledding up there, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's like where are they gonna generate offense from? Where is it coming? Woody Marks? Where is it coming from?
Yeah,
they're gonna be running. Chubb back there.
It's not like they got a sorry defense. It's like boys is out there shutting folks down.
Right.
They got a shut down corner up there from what he from Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Guatemala,
Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nice. Cold-blooded. And
look,
and he ain't even got to guard. He ain't even got to be on Nico. They can just be like, get him.
Yeah.
They get him. And he just gonna like sick him, boy. Get him, sick him, like a pit bull, like one of my boys down here. Get sick him. And it's over with, dude. And where you going? And then you got CJ. CJ gonna have to be perfect. He gonna have to really.
But look here. If they do him like they did Pittsburgh, Drake gonna be on his back more than he's standing up.
They not Pittsburgh.
I know they're not. I'm just saying.
So when you say stuff like that, it's just like, okay, they're not Pittsburgh. Hey, I'm telling you, it's like Pittsburgh got what they got because
I agree. Yeah. I'm just saying, don't count them out.
Like I said, if it's a 14-17 game, either way, that's what I think it's gonna be. This ain't gonna be no 35-31 game, no 35-28. That's not what's gonna happen in this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 17-14, a 20-17 game because neither one of these teams is gonna let you run up and down the field on them.
Yeah, so you're right.
You got to be precise in what you do, and we'll see how it goes. I just Pats might have a little bit of an edge, especially playing at home.
Yeah. So I know Franco had to say that because Bum B is in his house staring at him right now, just saying, "Hey, Slim Thug there." They're saying, "Look, represent." But I'm going to say, I'm going to go for the upset. I'm going for the upset just because I just cannot unsee what I saw out of the Texas defense. I know the Patriots defense is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just can't unsee what I saw with the Texas defense last week. Yes, they played the Steelers. However, since he's been in the league, Aaron Rodgers has the quickest trigger in the history of the world. And they were getting to him very quickly.
Quick.
So Drake May, you know, he relies on his athletic ability as well. So he's not going to get the ball out. He's going to try to run. And when he tries to run, Will Anderson's going to be there. All these guys are going to be there. Be like, look, yeah, you run fast, but we be a tad faster, just a tad. So I just, you know, I'm going for the upset. It will be an upset because you know you go into the you know, to New England,
right,
to try to knock them off with the potential MVP right across there. I think them boys, their defense is going to cause some turnovers to help them win the game, and that's how they're going to have.
That's how they'll win.
That's how they're. That's the way
they do that. That's how they'll win. Yeah.
And I think CJ makes enough plays, just enough. You don't need to throw for 300.
You don't have to say that to CJ because he's not going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't do that. So, all right. So
I don't think he did it all year.
It's the boppers, man.
Hey, the boppers.
Scallies, man.
Yeah, they out there, man. They always out there. The boppers.
All right. So now we're going to go with one of the most strongest arm quarterbacks in the league still, to one who wears fingernail polish. The Rams versus the Bears. Let's start with you, Frank.
I'm going Chi-Town, man. They playing in Chi-Town. You know, these LA boys, you know, Chi-Town in the winter, different story. So I'm rocking with Chi-Town, man.
Sure.
Rams.
Yeah.
Rams.
What about you, O?
Yeah, I'm with the Rams. I think the playoff and championship pedigree is go factor in. Caleb has been, you know, he's been himself.
He's good. He's been good.
You know, he'll do some boneheaded stuff and then come back and do some wow.
So I'm gonna lean in on that a little bit, like what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Right.
That's all I'm saying about Caleb. And people are like, just see that throw he made. Well, he did this one. I said, okay, 9 times out of 10, that's an interception.
Right.
It was a completed pass then, but you know that don't happen all the time. Come on, let's stop praising that. It's like most times people would have been like, why did he throw that ball?
Right.
If it would have been intercepted. But when it wasn't, it's great. He does stuff like that all the time.
Look, what your boy Shannon Sharp, what he like to say? Never accept in a win what you would not accept in a loss.
You got Shannon down.
Never accept in a win what you would not accept in a loss. That's all I'm saying, Ocho.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I watched that episode, in what he's doing, he's quoting Shanahan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When he was playing with Denver, he was the one who told him that because people were like, man, we did this, we did that, but we won. He was just like, okay.
Right.
Is it okay if you lose and your quarterback throw for 150 yards?
Right. Then it's a problem.
It's a problem if you lose, but when you win, that's cool. No, it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do that. And it's the same thing with the Bears. It's like the Bears been on thin ice for a long time. But hey, the Washington Commanders, we made it to the NFC Championship on thin ice all year last year. So it happens. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah.
That's what I say about the Bears. A lot of their success has been, and it's kudos to them, but it's like a lot of their success has been, you look at, they lead the league in turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they're not good and they don't cause turnovers, because they do and all that stuff, but it's just like, if you're not getting those turnovers, are you winning these games? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
They're not blowing teams out. They're not just overwhelming teams with their offense or their defense. Stuff happens and it works in their favor. So if it works in their favor this week, they'll win. But if it don't, I don't see them beating the Rams.
Yeah.
I don't see them beating the Rams, but we'll see. That's why they play the game, man.
So I'm gonna go with the Rams, and I'm gonna go with the Rams for one reason. There's a Hawaiian that plays for the Rams who don't play no games.
Puka.
And the thing about it is they are going to throw him the ball. It don't matter who's guarding him.
Who's gonna deal with that?
It don't matter how many people are guarding him. They're going to throw him the ball, and he's probably going to catch the ball.
Who's gonna deal with Puka, man? He's such a problem, and you don't even want to talk about Devontae Adams. It's just like if you bring that up and make you want to throw up. It's like Puka's so cold, and McVay and Stafford.
Yeah,
guys know how to win. They've been here before.
They know how to win.
Them guys know how to win football games. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, man.
We shall see.
Just like you said, Frank, with Houston. Sometimes all it takes is a turnover to make a high-powered team pretty pedestrian. So we'll see, man.
We'll see.
On a block punt, a muffed field, a muffed punt, or a blocked field goal, or a blocked punt. Dude, this is football, man. That's why I love it, dude.
And Puka's proven that he doesn't need two hands to catch. If he has one hand, he's gonna catch.
Good enough.
He just needs a couple of fingers.
Yeah. All right, so we ran through this week's game, but at the end of the day, the goal for every team is win the Super Bowl. So quickly, with just telling me the team, with the teams that's left, who's winning the Super Bowl this year? Let's go with you, Shell.
I'm gonna go with the Rams, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
What about you, O?
Same. I think the Rams will take it all.
Rams. I know you're gonna say the Texans, Franco, but I gotta hear you say it. Go.
Wish and a prayer. A wish and a prayer.
For the people listening on the podcast, he's throwing up the H. So that's the Texans.
For those that don't know. Now you know.
For those who don't know. So we're down to our last couple segments, and we're going to have a little fun. We'll take we spoke about football for an hour and a half. Now we're just going to talk about things that's baffling and things that we just are going to stand on. We're going to stand on some bold statements. Before we stand on some bold statements, there's some things that's happened that you just confuse your baffled. Like what are we doing in here, right? So in this segment, since this is a new segment, I'm gonna go ahead and start it. What are we doing here? I'm gonna show a clip here, and I'm just going to get some thoughts on what you guys what is happening here, right? Let's see.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about, kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort. Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I.
So, where do I start? First of all, Michael Jordan should never talk in public.
That's what I tried to tell you about Mike Tomlin.
Why he felt to tell the kids that, that's that's three more lifetimes. I don't know what he was saying, and I'm not for adults lying to kids.
Right.
You can't be whatever you want. That's not. Some people are meant to be trash men. That's just what their life meant to be.
That's right.
Some people are meant to be presidents. Some people are meant to be athletes. But if you're going to tell me that a 5'3" person with no athletic ability can be in the NBA, that's a lie. So we have to start being honest with these kids, right? And we have to understand that it's not drugs that's going to stop what's going to help you to be whatever you want to be. It's who you know and what you were blessed with, not drugs. So, Michael, a nice job reading the teleprompter, but no. What are we doing here? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. Oh, what would you like to bring to the table?
I just want to just make a comment briefly on Mike. I just realized how powerful it is to be one of the greatest at your craft. I would never respect anyone who speaks in that manner. I would listen to them if I saw them out doing a commercial. I would go behind the scenes to the producer, whoever's filming, and say, "Hey, man, stop that! You are trying to embarrass black people. Don't do that. All right, black people deserve better. You put somebody better in front of them, but because that is Michael Jordan, one of arguably the greatest of all time, right? Depending on who you are, he's allowed to do these things. And the kids probably were receptive to his message. But he sounded like a crackhead with a lisp. And I just, like, what are we doing here? I agree. What are we doing here? Yeah.
So what about you? What is your statement? What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? What was my what are we doing here? Okay, I'll go with it. I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
I recently watched Zion Williamson in a game against the Brooklyn Nets do something that I rarely see. I don't know if I've seen anybody do this. In back-to-back plays, he goes up and dunks on one person, kind of catches on the baseline, spins, dunks two-handed, goes back on defense, steals the ball, goes back coast to coast, and then dunks two-handed on four people. Two on the sides, two at his back trying to block it. And I said to myself, this guy, he gets me every time. It's like no matter how many injuries I see, how many seasons I see him miss, I see him and it's like I'm drawn to it. It gets me every time. And then I thought about this. I said, oh, that's how he feels about OnlyFans models, about thoughts. Like he can't pass them up. They get him every time.
Yeah.
And so it helped me understand. But as y'all may know, Dope Chick 69 is saying she got Zion's baby. It's another one. It's like DJ Khaled just popped up right behind Zion and said, another one. Like, it's how many times, like, what are we doing here, Zion? How many times we go get the OnlyFans saying they got your baby. Not that you got. Hey, you did what you did, cool. But no, you want to get them pregnant. It's what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Perfect. Appreciate it. Shell, what are we doing here?
Man, you might want to save me for last.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna just say this right here.
Okay. Shoot.
I'm not a politically charged person at all. I'm sure none of us are. We are servants of Jehovah. We know where our loyalties lie. We know where our dedication lies. But the president of the United States the other day, Donald J. Trump, on national television, when they was talking to them, they was like, well, you trying to start wars in Venezuela? You trying to start wars and right? You trying to do all this stuff? Is there anything that you feel like you can't do? This fool said, they said, is there anything that can stop you? He said, yeah, my own mind and my own morality.
What mind? What morality?
Right.
Morality? That's what you basing it off of? Look here. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to be vaporized in a nuclear holocaust, okay? I'm just trying to say, it's like this. If you in a situation and a person got a gun to your head, and this is not nuclear weapon, this is just 9mm, right? If somebody got a gun to your head and they tell you, recite the 10 commandments, you're going to be like, you're going to recite them, right? You ain't going to be like, man, I ain't doing nothing. Whatever you do on it. No, that's not the time to have that kind of discussion. You want to capitulate. You're not in a situation to bargain or argue. This fool's off the chain. And he talking some real reckless stuff. So I'm like, what are we doing, dude? I just want to wake up and go to work, go to meetings. I know that the end of this system is going to come, but I don't need it to come that abrupt. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it to come that hot.
Oh,
you talking about hot stuff, and then, you know, it's like, what are you talking about? There was a time where even, you know, people in that position, President of the United States, even if they had that rhetoric in their heart, they'd be like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to do it. We're going to just kind of make sure we kind of do it in a diplomatic way. This fool was like, nah, my mind, whatever I want to do. Well, what are we doing?
What are we
I
doing?
love life. I do. I want to continue forever. I've mentioned this before. Maybe I ain't mentioned it to y'all, but I want to be one of the first people in the new system to start a never died club. I'm be like, man, I ain't never died, man. I walked.
Never died.
I ain't never seen it. What had happened? What's going on? I don't want to be vaporized. I don't want to do that. And it's like you talking stuff, and it's like, you know, even the scriptures say that, you know, that Jehovah's going to have to intervene at a certain point because of, and I don't know if this is like what it is. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, why are we doing? There's no benefit to do that. So that's my thing, man. It's just like, we got some real dumb people in power right now that make some dumb statements and do some dumb stuff. And it's scary because, you know, I have full faith in, you know, Jehovah and all that, but it's like, it's some stuff going on that can make it real hot for some folks.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, we don't need, well, come on, man. We got assemblies and conventions coming up, man. We don't need doing that. That's my thing. Yeah. That's my thing, man.
Try to get to my
and I'm not even a political person. I ain't Democrat. But when I hear dumb stuff, I'm just like, first of all, you know, I'm ex-military, so I know what these things can do. I know what these weapons can do. When people talk about this can happen, oh, it is serious. It's like, don't do that, man. That's not funny. It's not a game. It's like you act like you can survive that. Maybe you can survive it because you're in a bunker somewhere. I'm just sitting here on you know.
Don't say your address. You have a big audience. They'll come.
Man, come on, man. That's my thing, though.
Yeah.
On you, Frank.
Got you. You don't want to get vaporized. Got you.
No, don't want to do that. You want to live your life.
It sounds hot. I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, man. You know what bothered me, and I don't know if it bothered y'all. And I don't know, maybe it's because Houston's playing New England this weekend, but Stephon Diggs with all these baby mamas and strangling his cook, and I'm like, what's going
He
on?
strangled his cook.
Yes.
Man, strangled his cook.
Hey,
he did.
He said he wanted trout.
They didn't make no egg whites, and he wanted egg whites, or what?
He
what
said
happened?
you ain't. He said you ain't making it quick enough.
Really?
Lightly scrambled.
Yeah.
And chop.
And didn't want to pay her. And then you got Cardi out here. Just dropped the baby for him. He got 2 or 3 other baby mamas. I mean, he's trying to compete with Lil Wayne or something.
I'm with you on this, Frank. What's wrong with folks?
Yeah,
exactly.
I hear you, man. I didn't know that. I knew about him, and first of all, I don't care about people, baby mamas, and all that stuff, because if you got enough money and you nasty enough, you can have 10 baby mamas.
Right. But here's the thing, Shell.
But it's like,
here's the thing. He was in Houston in 2024. Ain't heard a peep. The main place you can get caught up. You go to Buffalo, you get what, 3 women pregnant the same year?
He's flying them in.
Yeah.
But you understand my point.
Yeah, but you're right. But yeah, he got to be flying them in.
Yeah, it got to be. But what are we doing?
They ain't got no Chapmans in Buffalo.
Right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nasty do you think Cardi B is?
Yeah.
On a scale.
Look. This is a nationally syndicated show. These fans are out there.
I just asked a question. I didn't insinuate anything.
I'm just
I
saying.
just asked a question. I said on a scale of 1 to 10.
She's on that scale.
And she's on the scale.
How many baby mamas he got right now? I know he got Cardi, and I think he got.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, it's 4.
Come on,
and three this year.
Stop putting that on that, man. That's not funny.
Okay, man.
That's not. He got 5. For
Google
what?
it. Google
you don't
it.
catch 5 passes a game.
Google it. 3 of them this year.
Look, here's the deal.
Oh, it is 3, huh, Frank? It is 3.
Come on, Google it.
This year?
This year.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
He don't even catch 3 passes a game half the time. Because I know, because I got him on my fantasy team, and he's very, very disappointed. Very.
So we're asking, what are we doing? But if a player can go to his cook and say, "Hey, Maria, you see the size of these onions? Didn't I tell you about this?"
Yeah.
You know that there's some issues there. You know what I'm saying?
There's some issues there.
It is some issues there.
Mm-hmm. So
the main issue is that I'm offended that I don't have a cook. Because let's be honest. If you had a cook, you don't know that you wouldn't choke your cook out. Can you honestly say that? No, seriously.
Yeah.
If you were coming downstairs and you had to get ready to go, and you was like, "Man, I need an omelet at 7. I got to leave here at 7:15," and you come down there and it's 7:08, and your omelet ain't ready, would you choke your cook?
No, I don't think I would. But
yeah, I think I might say.
Would you at least push him?
I don't think I'll do that.
Something at him, let him know my display.
Hit him with the sauce, take the bow.
I might tell her you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
Look, if I can afford to cook,
you can't make no omelet in 2 minutes.
if I be nice with it,
if I can afford to cook, I can afford a guy to take the phone. I'd be like, "Dude, I'm about to leave. Make sure that she has my omelet ready, or we don't see her." That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, Woo.
You have a phone.
You would make arrangements, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Look, we're not going to dry snitch on camera, but I'm just saying.
Make arrangements. I hear you. Make arrangements.
I don't see my omelet, they ain't gonna see you no more.
There you go. There you go.
All right, the last segment, which we end every week. Yeah, I said it, and I'll go ahead and start this one. This is a bold statement. I know Shell and O knows this is a bold statement that you're going to stand on. And most time it's an unpopular statement, but you're going to stand on it because you believe in it. Yeah, I said it. And I'm going to start. I played a clip of Shell earlier, in which I kind of pressured him on the Commander. Yeah. But here's my bold statement. I'm going to stand on that statement. The Commanders are going to bounce back this year. They are going to make it to the championship game. And that's it. They're going to make it. They're going to make it to the NFC Championship game this year. Yeah, I said it. And what?
I got you.
Frank.
You know what? Again, I'm gonna go back to H-Town because y'all talking noise about CJ, about how he inconsistent. You gonna do this, you gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna say that Houston is gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah,
I said it.
That's a bold statement.
It's a bold statement, but I said it.
All right, Shell.
It's gonna be a little abstract, but I'm gonna say this because all of us, at least, I know all of us at least over 40. Men, grown folks. 2026. Learn how to cook some food. Yeah, I said it is not a woman's job to cook you food.
Yeah,
I said it. Just that, and I'm not gonna go into any more detail. I'm just saying stuff that people assume like, oh, well, there's it. If your wife gone and you don't know how to bread up some chicken and fry it, or you don't know how to throw some food on the grill, or you don't know how to cut up some carrots and make some parsley and make some mashed potatoes, you deserve to starve to death. That's it. I'm done. Yeah.
Appreciate it. And I don't mean to tell on you, Shell, but before we started this recording here, he came online and says, my wife's in there getting ready to cook me up some food. I'm like,
today.
But yeah,
I literally just walked in the house like 20 minutes before I jumped on this thing from work. Okay, so she doing her thing.
Men gotta learn how to cook for yourselves. Don't just leave it to the lady.
Learn how to do it and stop starving yourself and doing Uber Eats. It's not cool. It's not effective.
Yeah.
Because if Uber Eats shut down, then you're just gonna sit in the corner and starve and eat chips and sauce until you die.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, I said it. What's up?
So I was torn, right? I was torn, and really this may be more of a what are we doing? But if I see one more little kid, when I say the number 6 or 7, come up to me and say 6, 7, I'm a loser. I'm gonna check myself into an insane asylum. I'm going to lose it.
That's happening in where you. That's happening in Baton Rouge.
That's happening everywhere, brother.
What is that about? It ain't happened to me. I guess the kids just don't like me that much.
Listen, man,
it's definitely happening.
It's an epidemic.
What happened to you too, Woo?
It's happened to me once, and then I accidentally put my hands on the child, so it hasn't happened again. But
saying that maybe that's what needs to be done.
But
where does that come from, though?
It comes from nothing. It literally comes from nothing. There's a song came out, and that was said in the song, and that's it.
Let me ask you this: is that song something that would be played after a Kingdom melody?
No.
No.
That's what the problem is. Look here, I'm not trying to be one of them type of witnesses. Y'all know I wasn't even raised in the truth. Okay, I'm probably the worst example of a witness on this whole thing. I wasn't raised in the truth. Y'all know I'm straight ratchet and hood. Y'all know that. I just came in. I embraced the truth. Like Bang said Bang said he was born in the darkness. I adopted it. I adopted the truth. I wasn't born in it.
I really adopted the truth. I was born.
Yeah, I won't born but it's certain things I'm just like, no, I'm not going to accept that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to accept that. So I've never heard that. I really haven't. And I deal with all of the kids from young to old I deal with all of them, and I've never heard that, man. So I didn't know what that was. I've never had that come to me.
I'm just tired of being victimized, brother, and I just had to stand on business tonight, and make it known.
Let them know.
Look, you gotta start pushing them down. Oh, like literally, like pushing a kid down to the floor.
Maybe trip them or something.
Trip them at least.
Yeah.
And act like you didn't see that they were coming by and just trip them. I don't know. But man, I'm telling you, man, I love Jehovah's Organization more than anything, but it's just like I see some stuff sometimes and I'm just like, what? They do that? Yeah. And my kids be enlightening me too. Cause they be like, yeah, Dad, they do that. And I'm like, what? So that's a new thing for me. I'm gonna have to look out for that. I ain't heard it yet, but I'll look out for it.
You don't want to look out for it. You want to just let it lie.
You're living a good life if you don't see that. Yep.
So we appreciate everybody for being here today. Appreciate all the audience has been sticking with us. 17 episodes in. We're looking forward to bringing you another show in the future. Remember, don't forget, if you need to travel, if you want to go on a cruise, you want to go to some resorts, give me a call. Sensational Cruises and Resorts. We'll get you hooked up. Anybody got something they want to plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, I just want to say that once again, we want to thank Revive Community Health for sponsoring this show and their contributions to the game. Micah, Chris, we appreciate you brothers continuing to keep this endeavor afloat. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I just want to say thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on. Everything that went into it.
Appreciate it.
And I thank you for it, man. Keep inviting me back, man. I look forward to it. I appreciate you.
Perfect. Now I'd like to thank Darkness for once again making it easy for me to win this fantasy league. And thank you for continuing to hate on me because your hate is my motivation. So thank you, Darkness. We appreciate the hard work that you put in to make sure I don't win and I still prevail because winners win. And with that note, we'll see y'all on the flip side.